In continuation to our last episode about how God blesses, I want us to see some biblical example and case study. Now, if you look at the widow of Zarephath, God never gave him money. What God brought was increase. What God gave her was increase. God increases the cruse of flour and oil that it sustained her and her guests for about 3 years. Now, if you look at the woman, the wife of the prophet, whose son were wanted to be taken by the creditor that lent money to the husband, the late husband, you notice that what God also gave was increase. The man of God asked her, "What do you have?" She said, "I have nothing except, a bottle of oil." He now told him, "Go and borrow vessel, not a few." And when she borrowed that vessel, mind you, there was work. She had something, she bought something for God to increase. Now, and she also went about to look for cake, as much as she could find. And God caused an increase of the oil, and God made her prosperous. It was the oil that God increased. God did not give her money to pay that debt, but God gave her increase of what she brought to God, and she sold the oil and she paid her debt and she lived of it. The same thing with the woman of Zarephath. God brought increase to what she had, and she had more than she could live with for the 3 years. You can imagine the financial budget of 3 years that was covered by increase. So whatever thing you are doing, just bring it to God. Just give God something that will increase. Not just believing God, doing 40 days fasting, going for night vigils, going for church programs, believing God give me money, God give me money. What God gives is increase. In another episode, I will also show you other case studies in the Bible that illustrate that what God gives is increase, that God does not give money because God Himself does not have money. No money in heaven. Be guided very well. This is your year of prosperity, and you will break out of every chains of poverty. Meet you in the next episode. I remain in the Moses. God bless you.